Okay, so you get in. She starts pulling away. So tell me what exactly. Just start from the beginning. Tell me what happened.
The beginning, huh? Well, you've heard some of it, but I mean, it really all started when we went down to the bottom of the ocean and found that blessed orb. And I put my hands upon it, and I saw some things, Doc. I saw some mashed taters, and I don't know, some other visions too, I guess. A table, I think, with some people I don't know. But that's neither here nor there because this guy I thought was my friend, he took it from me. He swam away, and he lied about his whereabouts, and he kept running from me. I told him to stop, Doc, but he knows this neighborhood in and out, and I couldn't catch him. I tracked him down to the theater, but he somehow got out, and well, now obviously we know he's in Mr. Robinson's house, and God knows what he's gonna do to that orb.
How do you know that?
He might be looking to destroy it.
How do you know that I'm there?
Wait, I think I hear him now, Doc. He's for sure in there. I knew it.
Damn, I played myself.
You found mashed taters?
Oh yes, mashed taters. That was one of the many visions. The only one that really sticks out, to be honest. But I believe this orb is actually bringing the dead back to life. So I guess that's pretty interesting too.
Okay, that's a little bit more interesting, yes.
And I'm not gonna lie, Doc. When I put my hands upon this orb, it seemed to speak to me, and I mean, I welcomed it with open arms. It seemed pretty trustworthy to me, but I do feel a little funny now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's different, but I feel a little bit more empty inside or something. Even more so than before. And I know the only thing that can fill that hole in me now is that orb. Stop at nothing to get it back. Those villains in there, Doc. You don't know what they're capable of.
Now, have you considered just knocking on Mr. Robinson's door? Or I could call him?
I mean, I don't know about the ladies in there, but Levi is very resigned to not giving that orb back no matter the cost. So I don't know if that would really work, Doc. I mean, maybe you could walk up to the door and try your hand, but who knows what kind of BS, pardon my language, Levi's spread at this point.
So, okay, tell me a little bit more about this orb. What did it do exactly? It just spoke to you, and then you felt empty, and it brings back the dead?
Something left me, but something filled me at the same time. It's kind of hard to explain. It didn't just suck my soul out or nothing, Doc, but it changed me somehow. I just don't know how.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Is there any kind of scientific explanation for that kind of phenomena, or?
Absolutely, yes. If you want, we can take you back to my lab, but I think we should probably find this orb first and talk to Mr. Robinson. Get it back.
I would like that very much, yeah.
Okay.
I want that orb back more than anything.
Well, that's a bit ominous. Okay. Well.
Oh, can I take a selfie with you real quick, Doc? By the by.
You want to take a selfie?
Yeah. I mean, I've had this camera with me the whole time, and I haven't taken one damn picture. So now it seems like, as good time as any, really.
No.
Okay, well, Can I secretly roll to try to take
Yes,
a
you
picture?
can. Act under pressure to secretly take
See
a
if the flash, you left the flash on or not.
Yeah.
secretly take a Polaroid. That's a
Oh,
10.
that's a 10.
That's a 10. You secretly took
That's
it.
something you like to see.
Did you take out? Describe this picture to me. Is it like?
Well, I imagine I had the camera in my pocket, so I kind of just slipped it out a little bit, angled it upwards. So, I mean, it's mostly just going to be a picture of, the underside of my nose. But I feel like Melchior definitely got in the frame to some extent.
All right. Well, you just got a selfie of yourself.
For real? On a 10?
Yeah. You don't see her in the picture.
Oh my god. And this is a Polaroid, so I know this right away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will pocket that picture for now. Pretend like I just didn't see that.
All right. So, are we
Zeke
going?
is still on God's side here.
So, what's the plan? Are we going to go to his house, or are you? What do you want to do here? I'll let you decide. This is all you. No.
Well, Doc, if you wouldn't mind, you could try to go up to the front door and get yourself in. Now kind of hang back and see if I can sneak in behind you.
Okay.
I think that's the best plan attack here.
Sounds fair to me. And meanwhile, what's happening over at Mr. Robinson's? What's Levi doing?
Last we left off, like I was convincing Mr. Robinson to like look into it but not touch it, I think. And I was recapping the story about how Zeke was like hunting me down maliciously and like was definitely gonna kill me. But I heroically escaped and I like did some like cool parkour stuff over the theater seats and I did a cool hide move and then I like ran again and did some more flips and kicks and then I made it back here like super fast. And then I was here and you guys were here too. So like that's pretty much what happened. So yeah, Zeke is like freaking out about this orb because I think that he like when I touched it, I saw some weird visions and then like was like offered something and I declined it because like I like nature, not unnature stuff, so I didn't like it. But I think Zeke liked it, and I think that's why he wants it so bad. And so I don't think we can let him have it.
All right.
So what do you think we should do, Mr. Robinson?
Well, we could call Serena.
Who's Serena?
Who?
That's that bitch. That
Who?
doctor.
Oh, she was creepy though.
Wait, Serena, is that Dr. Melchior's first name?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She was kind of rude to me.
Does he know her?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
He told us
never
to go
mind.
there the first time.
Yeah, okay.
Here's a question out of character.
Okay.
I feel like at one point we learned that Zeke's benefactor was Dr. Melchior.
Mm-hmm.
Did we, as characters, learn that, or did we as players learn
Yeah, I
that?
told you guys.
I think you told Ruby. I don't remember if you told the others.
Oh yeah, it was just Ruby.
I
Yeah.
was told because I tried to take credit for it.
Gotcha.
And found out that it was her and not me.
But nobody else, nobody else knows that.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think
Okay.
so.
Well, in that case, my response says, "Well, like I didn't personally like her very much, but if you think that she could fix it, maybe. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think?"
Yeah, sure. I mean, sounds good.
Yeah.
After all this fucking
Sorry.
work,
Can you repeat the question? Say it again.
Yeah, I wasn't. I honestly, I was zoned out.
okay, is that Ruby or Curtis asking me?
That's
what's the-
Ruby.
Okay, whew. Because I'm like, the orb is like, I don't know if it's evil, but it's like really fucked up. Like it. Okay, so Zeke went down. Remember when we were swimming? Zeke went down and touched it.
Yeah, no, I heard all that. I'm good.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
what part did you miss?
Right. No, just the last sentence you said.
Gotcha. So I asked Mr. Robinson like, what should we do with the orb, and he's suggesting that we call the doctor.
Mm.
Oh, no.
Melchior.
No, let's destroy this thing.
Wait, what else were you gonna say though? Anything? Was that it?
That's what Mr. Robinson's suggesting.
Yeah. Ruby, what do you think? You
I just
obviously just told me.
What's
Sorry.
Emily? What's wrong with you? You touch the orb?
I did not.
You've lost your goddamn mind.
I'm not gonna touch it, but I'm just trying to like wrap my head around this. Sorry, sorry, Ruby. Sorry. Like, please forgive me.
Emily, could you use your like magic axe to kill it, maybe?
I mean, do you want me to do that? Like, do we need to kill it? That's actually, we should kill it. Let's kill it.
Yeah, we should.
But like, we should, right?
I mean, I kind of think so.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
I mean, what if we just like sell it and just get rid of it?
No, Ruby, stop.
What?
How much do you think we're gonna get on the black market for this thing? Probably a lot.
A lot.
Okay, but let's not do that because
black?
that could corrupt the rest of the world, Ruby, and we don't want to do that.
Oh, God forbid.
Who just said that?
It was Ruby.
Oh my God, that was so funny. All right, so let's figure out how to kill it, okay?
Okay.
And no to Dr. Melchior. She's a snake.
Okay.
Well, not like Winona, but she's a snake.
Winona. Hi, Winona.
Rose.
And Mr. Robinson just sort of standing here listening to this whole conversation, like, well, we don't have to call her. She's just a little bit more informed than I am. I mean, I've never seen anything like this in person.
Can I so again, out of character. Can I sit, or I guess this is in character, but I'm talking to the keeper. Can I like sit down with the orb and like do some sort of ritual and see if I can figure out how it's killed? I think I've tried that before, right?
You could try something like that.
Well, here's a quick question.
I mean, you've already sort of like attuned to it a little bit, so I think you'd be able to sort of try that. Since you didn't like its gift and you didn't accept, I'd say you'd have at least a -1 to that, so you'd be like rolling plus weird and -1.
So I got a 5, but I am going to use a luck point to make this a 10 or 12. I don't know how you want to define this.
Luck would turn it into a 12.
Okay, so I'm getting a 12 on figuring out, or I guess investigating mystery. So what can hurt it is my number 1 question. I've got 2 questions, but that's the first one I'm going to ask.
All right, so you try to sort of meditate on this thing the same way that you did with the tree out in the out on Ironbound Island, and you sort of like, at first there's like a serious negative feedback when you try to do that, and like your vision sort of goes static, but you sort of push through. And then you realize that this thing feels a lot like that tree. And you kind of manage to use that as an anchor point to sort of tap into this thing. And you're sort of back in that same space that you were under the ocean, where you're not really seeing things flashing in front of you, but you don't feel like you're connected to the room as much anymore. You're not touching it, by the way. You're just sort of hovering over it, but you're sort of trying to feed into it anyway.
Okay. Cool.
What you get from this is that it's very difficult to destroy. But pretty much any... You need a magical force, and you would need something that would strike it like right to the core of it. And you get the impression that if you were to do that, you may be dealing with some serious consequences with it. But you'd be able to do it. Like, it would be... This has a lot of magical protection to it. Okay. So it's made from something powerful. But a magical weapon and a very tremendous force used for that. So not just like...
I mean, both of those things Emily has, right? She's got a magical weapon and extreme force.
The force might be a little bit more than what she could do. It's not just like hitting it with the hammer really hard.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I have another question, and the only ones that
I don't think... Well, yeah, out of character, they could help you. I'm just saying, in character, you're kind of like zoned out right now.
No, I know. Yeah. So out of character, guys, I can ask what sort of creature is it, what can it do, or what was it gonna do? Those are kind of the only ones that, the rest of them that would make sense. Because where did it go doesn't matter. What happened here doesn't really matter. Or I can ask what is concealed here, I guess.
Maybe. That's not a bad one, I guess.
Or what was it gonna do is kind of... I mean, what can it do and what was it gonna do are kind of the same here.
I feel like we know what it can do.
Yeah, I just want to know why, like what, what's the orb's motivation?
If you want, you could just kind of ask that. I don't mind.
Okay, I want to ask, what does it want?
Yeah, I would say that that's sort of like, it's close enough to like what was it going to do, sort of a thing. Okay. So that I think that's a reasonable question that you would be able to ask. So as you're like attuning to this thing, you're really not getting a malevolent sense from it. It's trying to protect itself against you, but it doesn't seem like it's trying to cause chaos. It's just trying to... It genuinely seems to believe that it's going to give you a gift, and that it's trying to help people. It seems to think that it's actively making the world a better place. Like this artifact sort of has its own sort of consciousness to it. It's not a person, but it has a sort of drive to try to help. And it thinks that its gift is helping. And it seems to, like, when you're sort of attuning into that, you know, you see, like, this tree that's still growing, and you see it, like, a little hand, like, turning out a light. And you see, like, a few other flashes of just things that are sort of going okay. And, like, you see, like, somebody going up to somebody who's much taller than them and giving them a hug. And you see somebody driving down a highway, seems to be on a motorcycle. I love that little grunt there. But you see all these signs of it going just fine, and then you see somebody, like, looking out the window of a car. So you're seeing, like, the signs of this gift working properly. But so you get the impression that it's trying to do good, and something's backfiring later.
Orb and I have a lot in common.
You have never tried to do good in your life.
Wow.
And that was to Curtis.
Oh. Double wow.
Just kidding. Okay, so what do I say to the group?
Yeah, and so you disengage from this and you sort of wake up back in the room. And Mr. Robinson is watching you very intently after he saw you do that.
And your wallet's gone.
I
do not go in trances around me.
Yeah, right. So guys, like, this is kind of what I'm getting from it. Like, maybe this thing's a bit I mean, I'm gonna sound weird here because I've been so anti-it, but it seems like this thing is like trying to help by bringing things back, but like something's going wrong with it. I also figured out that like we could theoretically kill it if we use like a magic weapon and like a shit ton of force to do it with. But this thing seems to be, I don't know if alive is the right term or if it has a consciousness. I'm not really sure it's accurate either, but like it's got its own like life force in some way.
So are you saying it's trying to do good and we should steer it in that direction or just kill it?
Well, I think it's trying to do good, and so Emily, I was wondering if like maybe you can try to talk to it because I know you have like those, the mind
Talk to the
powers.
orb? I can try.
Yeah, and like if you can try to tell it like its heart's in the right place. Well, I don't know where its heart is, but it's trying to do the right thing, but things are going wrong, and maybe try to tell it to stop until we can figure out like how to fix what's
Okay.
going wrong.
Let me ask it what it's doing and see. Do you guys have any other questions? Everybody give me your top 10 questions, including you, Mr. Robinson.
Well, I don't. Go for it.
Top 2. Let's say top 2.
I'm curious where it came from.
Okay, so let me try to talk to it. I'm gonna crack my knuckles here, getting ready. I have an 8.
Wait, so
do I get one question? So I'm gonna try to talk to the orb and find out what's going on.
Oh, like Levi did?
Uh-huh.
All right, so
no, she's mind control talking to it, right?
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I was
Telepathically.
My request is to make it so that, I mean, I don't know if you can do it. I don't know Emily's powers, but was to like try to convince it to stop doing what it's doing until we can figure out how to fix what it's doing because it's messing up. So if you can like try to implant, like, hey, like clearly this isn't working as well as you think it is. Let's work on it.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
Ooh.
Okay, so you're just sort of implanting this idea in its head that it's not doing the good that it wants to be doing.
Right.
Okay. So, I think since you're just trying to implant an idea, it wouldn't usually respond. Like you're not just like you're not talking to it. You're trying to like implant this idea into it.
Right.
But it does respond. That
Can I retract my luck then?
No, it's just sort of like this thing is magical and it sort of it gets what you're doing. And it says
right. So it's kind of like a mind meld. I'm trying to like impart my influential ideas.
Yeah, and
good.
Yeah, this thing is because it's like a magical construct thing that can contact people. It's able to sort of it notices that you're doing this and it responds, but it's still probably accepting what you're going to say. Let me just tell you what it sort of the feedback that you get is that it says that it only gives the gift to those who want it or those who need it. But it can stop for the time being. If there is something really wrong, it can agree to stop for now. But it doesn't like the idea.
For now. Okay,
for now.
So
it doesn't like the idea of not helping people.
It doesn't like the idea of not helping people?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. But it's going to agree to stop
for
doing
now.
What for now?
If
stop just
yeah, it doesn't. It's sort of saying that it doesn't seek people out; they seek it out. It'll deny the gift to people for a while, for the time being.
Now I'm really more confused than ever. Because it sounds like it's good, and I didn't think it was good.
Yeah.
It seems to think it's good.
And I'm relaying all this to Ruby, if you're here, and Levi, which I know you're here.
Yeah, so like that's what kind of blew my mind too, like because I kind of thought it was going to be evil, but then when I kind of felt it, it wasn't right.
So maybe it's trying to help, but it just doesn't understand it's helping in the wrong way because it's bringing back dead things, and for this world to carry on, people need to die, things need to die.
Well, so that might be part of it, definitely. But I think
should have let Edgar go at that mansion.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
It
Okay, that
started
was
this.
obviously a mistake. Thanks for reminding me, Ruby.
The rest of this has been a long string of Final Destination. Like he skipped his line. So anyway, yeah. So like, well, what I think that maybe is happening is like, sometimes it's working. Like we see, it seems like some of those kids from that bus crash, like probably died. Oh no. I mean, oh no. Sorry.
get
That
it.
was
Who's knocking?
I'm waiting.
There's like a sofa in front of the
I'm gonna grab the orb and I'm gonna hide in the bathroom.
I've been laying on the sofa this whole time. With the back of my head against the door. I look through the people.
Okay, you see the doctor.
I cast Jinx.
Okay, roll for it.
Oh, I forgot what his jinx was. This is gonna be fun.
Oh no. He got a 4.
Well,
I got a 3.
you got
You got a minus
Oh,
1
you have a
too.
minus.
Actually, no, wait. I got rid of my -1 in my last upgrade, so I do have a 4.
Oh shit.
I have a 0.
Nice.
Oh, great! You have a 4.
Mhm.
Ruby's gotten a little weird.
Well,
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 I upgraded.
normal.
Oh.
A little normal.
very weird.
All right, so you try to cast Jinx, nothing really seems to happen. So far.
Come in.
I'm hiding in the bathroom.
You're on the barricade. She tries for the door. It doesn't work.
Try harder. It just jiggle it a little bit.
She's jiggling it.
Push.
You can see from her expression that she's not really buying this anymore.
Stupid bitch.
Oh. Oh my god.
Winston, can you get the door? Winston? Oh, Ruby, can you please let her in?
Wait, what?
It's Robinson.
Oh.
She knows his first name. That's what I was looking up.
Do we want to let her in, Mr. Robinson?
She probably knows more about this sort of thing than I do, so if you're looking for somebody to take care of it, then sure.
I don't trust this lady at all.
He kind of gives you a look like he kind of gets what you're coming from, but he doesn't want to say that. He doesn't want to agree with you out loud. Okay.
Serena, what are you doing here, Doctor? What do you want?
I came to visit my friend.
Emily?
No, Winston.
Oh, right. Oh gosh, I don't want to let this chick in. Emily?
Yeah.
Levi?
Right.
I'm in the bathroom.
I don't really want to let her in either. She's kind of evil, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm not opening the door.
Yeah, don't let her in. So I actually got I don't know if you saw this, Ruby, but there was like a flyer on the handle of the RV. I took it off, so I don't know if you saw it.
Don't touch my stuff. Keep going.
It was from the Girl Scouts, and they wanted to sell us cookies, but instead of having a cute little Girl Scout come to the door, they said go online and order them. Isn't that rude?
What the fuck you talking? There's a zombie orb right here. Why is this important?
I mean, I like Thin Mints, but okay, let's.
I don't care.
I forgot to tell you, so.
Oh,
I thought I would tell you.
write it on the whiteboard next time.
Oh, by the way, Emily.
Oh my god.
And
Oh,
Mr.
she's still
Robinson goes. Mr.
Oh, that was
Robinson.
Robinson? I
Yeah.
thought that
Is
was
she talking to
Sorry.
the door? Oh,
You
is
sound
that
very
Rob?
similar.
You sound like Melchior.
So, I didn't think I did, but okay. Robinson goes to the fridge and pours out a glass of milk for
Oh my god,
you.
thank you so much, Mr. Robinson. Just what I needed. Gulp, gulp, gulp.
I'm leaving. Is there a back way out of here? That's a serious question.
Yes.
There
I'm
is.
leaving.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
sort of
wait.
just it's a balcony. It's not an actual
Wait.
way out.
My biceps are. I feel really strong right now. My biceps are
That's great.
growing.
I'm so happy for everybody in this apartment.
got a,
I'm gonna go out on the
got a
balcony.
+1 as long as you're in the apartment. Okay, so what are you doing with Melchior? Because she's just sort of.
We're gonna leave her hanging. Shut up. We're gone. We're sleeping.
Okay, Ruby.
God, I hate this lady so much. I'm sneaking out the back. I'm gonna go check in my RV.
It's like a balcony. There's no stairs going down.
Okay, can I jump off?
Yeah, this is like the second story.
Can I follow her?
You're both gonna have to make plus tough, I think.
6.
12.
Levi does
what
a
are we-
little fucking flip on his way down. Ruby just kind of flops down.
Ow. I was gonna go check in my RV, and then
And where's Levi
probably,
going?
I don't know why he's.
I'm going to my friend Art's house.
Do you still have the orb with you?
You're going to
Okay,
Art's
well,
house?
then I can stay here if you have the orb with you. I think.
Okay.
And I might open the after you leave.
Yeah, might as well
I'll
deal
open
with
the door
it.
and talk to. Yeah, I'll deal with her. Okay, I got it. I got this.
All right, I'm not sneaking. I'm just walking up the driveway, like towards the front of the house.
All right.
So again, this is in a strip mall, right?
Kind of, yeah. It's like one of those little like when you go into like a historic downtown kind of area, and they have like,
Okay.
it's basically a strip mall that has some fancy facade to it, but it's.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm definitely trying to sneak, and I'm trying to sneak to a place that I know that Zeke has never been to.
All right. Since you know the area pretty well, I would give you. Actually, what is Zeke doing while all this is happening? That's
My whole
the
scene-
question, because
The
I'm
only
just.
reason I went over the balcony was to probably run into Zeke and see him like hiding in the front behind the doctor. I'm not really trying to go anywhere.
I mean, I'm just hiding in the bushes waiting for Melchior to get in the goddamn door.
Okay, so. I'm
And
not
on the
sure that
trigger.
you would necessarily have seen Levi, but you probably saw Ruby just hit the ground. Because she hit with a big thud.
Ruby, are you okay?
What
Ruby, over here!
Can Zeke enter my mind now? God damn it!
I saw you fall down, Ruby!
Where are you?
Over here!
Oh,
I'm hidden in
What
the
are you-
bushes.
what are you doing in the bush? Zeke, come here.
No, I gotta stay in my hiding place.
What for?
In case Levi sees me.
What are you? All right, I'm coming over to you. I jump in the bush.
Nice bush, huh?
it's actually pretty spacious.
Yeah, I'll say.
Look, what's going on?
Okay, well, Levi is trying to take the orb from me, which I really, really need in my life right now. And it's a great orb, and it makes the world a better place, and it brings the dead back to life, and I just need the orb, Ruby.
Why do you need it so badly? I don't understand.
I made a promise to it.
What kind of what did you promise it?
Nothing, but I let it into my heart with open arms, and I feel like I owe it at this point. I just don't feel right when it's not next to me now.
What the fuck? First Amber.
I
now
need
this.
my
You
precious
get attached- You
Ruby.
get attached to things very easily. You know that?
What's that supposed to mean?
Are we going in with the really hard hit there?
I stuffed the amber mosquito back in my pocket like nothing else.
Look,
What are your feelings on the orb, Ruby?
here's the orb.
Do you think it's evil like Levi does?
It brought people back to life, like dead.
Yeah, isn't that good?
No, it's not. That zombie
Those
attacked
kids.
the coroner. The kids died.
No,
Yeah.
the zombie just woke up. The coroner got spooked and killed it.
So you're fine with these zombie people just roaming around?
I mean, aren't you glad, Ruby, that entire bus of children came back to life?
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah. See, it is making the world a better place.
Look, one of these things stole my motorcycle and slashed my tires.
You think it was one of them?
Yeah, because Levi saw through their eyes.
Oh my god. Those
I
little
know.
hooligans.
You're
I mean, I guess they were just scared and all, really.
scared?
And kids for that, Ruby.
I've never stolen a motorcycle when I was
Kids. Ruby?
Yeah. Yes. Hello.
Ruby?
Zeke.
Ruby?
Zeke. No.
Oh, Ruby, there you are.
He zoned out for a second. Like all the
Stop,
life
just
just
think
left
of
his
ammo
eyes.
real quick.
Zeke.
Hey, what's going on?
What are you gonna do with this thing when you get your hands on it?
Well,
You just
I
gonna
don't
keep
know.
it?
I'm just gonna keep it safe, really.
Where are you gonna put it? What are you doing with
Well-
the doctor?
Well, I just decided to, call in for backup. She seemed interested in it.
You had her number.
Yeah. You didn't get her number when you left the doctor's office the first time?
No.
Me neither, but I got her number when she came from my hotel room. And I think ultimately the end game here is we gotta give the orb to Melchior and she can keep it safe for us, and then we'll all live happily ever after with this orb in the world.
That's ridiculous.
Really? What's ridiculous about that? I mean, if the orb stays away from civilization, I think that's a happy compromise.
Do you trust her to keep it away from people? You do. What is she
I
gonna
mean,
do
she
with
seems
it?
like a pretty trustworthy lady to me.
What does she want it for? What does she?
I don't know. I didn't ask questions. I mean, she just seems like a very nice lady to me. She paid for my hotel room, Ruby. She let me out of the hospital. They were about to throw me in the crazy bay before she got to me. I'll tell you what.
No, you know what, Zeke?
Huh.
I'm
What's
gonna-
going on,
I'm
Rob?
gonna- I'm gonna. Shh, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just
I'm gonna manipulate someone on Zeke.
Okay.
That's 12.
12. All right. So what are you saying to him?
Good question. On a 10 plus. Oh wait, on another hunter. Oh shoot.
They
Mhm.
do what
They
they
do what you
ask.
ask. They mark
If they do that.
experience. Oh, so that he gets to choose. Shoot.
Yeah,
Well,
he
that's not
doesn't
very
have to do
manipulative.
it.
That's not very
Wait,
manipulative
what?
at all. For another
If you
hunter,
if you were
10 plus.
advanced on that, you're not advanced on it, are you?
Oh yeah, no. They must act under pressure. I forgot it was a whole other thing for hunters. Zeke,
Yes, Ruby.
I need you to not trust the doctor. And
You need me to.
no, do not trust the doctor
Why?
and give up this hunt for the orb and come back inside with us.
What has she ever done to wrong us? This woman that's standing right next to us.
She
What
can't.
has she ever done
We're
wrong?
whispering. We're whispering.
You guys are like the stairs go over to the side and sort of in the back, and this is sort of in the front. So she's
Okay.
not like right next to you. Pretty close
I
though.
just imagine a bush,
She might
like,
be able
10 feet
to.
away from.
Yeah, if her hearing was just slightly better, she would be able to hear you guys probably. But as it stands, she just sort of like, and you guys probably hear that from down here. She's been doing that for a while.
See, look how dedicated she is, Ruby.
Every once in a while, she's just
minutes now.
every once in a while she's just like, I can do this all night.
God, see, this lady's a fucking freak. Alright, yes or no, Zeke?
Yes or no to giving up the hunt for the orb?
Yeah, you need to cut this shit out.
I still fail to see your reasoning, Ruby.
The group doesn't trust you anymore.
Levi doesn't trust me. Did he?
Emily doesn't trust you either.
Oh my god. Ruby, do you trust me?
Not like this.
What have I become? Ruby. That orb, I need it. I feel like I may never be whole again if I don't get it back. I mean, I don't know if it's a sickness or what, but that's the only truth I know.
Well, then I can't.
I don't know what's gonna happen to me if you destroy it, to be honest.
I guess we'll find out.